Upon a brief glance at his fiancée's shoulder, the CEO recognized that she was not the same woman he had been in a relationship with 5 years ago, as that woman bore a unique butterfly birthmark on her shoulder. This recollection led him to vaguely remember that the secretary, who had recently received some criticism from his fiancée, may actually be the benefactor who had saved his life over the past 5 years. As the CEO moved to inspect the secretary's shoulder, an assistant hurried over with the DNA test report. The revelation indicated that the child accompanying his fiancée was, in fact, the CEO's son. This discovery left the CEO bewildered, as he had only been involved with a woman bearing a butterfly birthmark on her shoulder. At that moment, the fiancée discreetly approached the CEO and revealed the butterfly birthmark on her other shoulder. This gesture convinced the CEO that his fiancée was indeed the benefactor who had saved his life. Just as the fiancé believed that all was well, the CEO was unexpectedly interrupted by a phone call from his grandmother. The woman reprimanded him for not informing her about his discovery of a potential granddaughter-in-law. The following day, the grandmother disguised herself as a cleaning lady to assess the fiancé's character. Upon arriving at the company, she coincidentally collided with the fiancé, unaware that the elderly woman was the CEO's grandmother. The fiancé severely scolded her and accused her of being a scam artist before forcibly ejecting her from the premises. This incident was observed by a woman who was arriving for work. The woman assisted the elderly lady in taking a seat, while her son attentively tended to the wound on the old lady's hand. Observing the young boy in her presence, the grandmother was struck by his resemblance to the CEO in his childhood. Seizing an opportunity while the woman was occupied on the phone, she discreetly obtained a hair sample from the boy for a paternity test. However, before the results were revealed, the woman received a phone call from the CEO later that evening. She promptly went to the bar to fetch the CEO and accompany him back to his residence. Despite the CEO being intoxicated, she found it challenging to assist him to the villa. Upon their arrival, she observed a visible scar on the CEO's body. She was shocked to discover that the CEO was the biological father of her child, but she chose not to disclose this information to him right away. Feeling devastated, she quietly left the villa. The following day, the CEO was informed that the woman had assisted his grandmother. In appreciation, he personally facilitated her son's enrollment in kindergarten and extended his grandmother's invitation to the upcoming birthday celebration. As the woman lacked a proper attire, the CEO accompanied her to a luxury boutique to purchase one. As the woman was getting dressed, the young boy's behavior closely resembled that of the CEO. The sales clerk even remarked on their striking resemblance, likening them to father and son. After trying on multiple dresses, the CEO selected an elegant gown for the woman and proceeded to make the payment with his card. The woman was shocked when she saw the price of $888,888 on the dress. She saw it as a form of recompense for the hardships she and her son had faced during the CEO's absence. Upon arriving at the banquet hall, the woman made a grand entrance, drawing admiration from everyone for her beauty surpassing even that of the CEO's fiancé. The woman's fiancé expressed anger and humiliation towards her by accusing her of dishonesty and insinuating that she had only borrowed the dress to attend the party for free food and drinks. However, the woman's son clarified that the dress had been purchased by the CEO. Upon hearing this, the fiancé became envious, suspecting that the woman was attempting to create a rift between her and the CEO. As a result, she promptly instructed the security to remove the woman from the party. The woman clarified that she had been extended an invitation by the CEO's grandmother to participate in the event. However, the fiancé was skeptical as they had not personally met the grandmother themselves. Out of the blue, the CEO's grandmother made a surprise appearance and reprimanded them for mistreating her granddaughter-in-law. The fiancé identified the elderly woman as the company's janitor. She alleged that the woman not only brought her son to freeload at the event, but also brought along the elderly woman. The woman quickly explained that the elderly woman was the grandmother of the CEO, and that the banquet scheduled for this evening was organized to honor her.